Self-love. Ano nga ba ang self-love? Ito ba yung lagi kang mag-no? Hindi ka mag-yes? When people need your help, need your love? Kailangan ba? Bigay lang ng bigay? Kailangan ba? Tanggap lang ng tanggap? Importante bang mahalin ang sarili? Namaskaram. Namaskaram, namaste, or namaskar is a Hindu greeting that says the light in me sees and acknowledges the light in you, and the God in me sees and acknowledges the God in you. My name is Marky Mendoza. Welcome to Reiki with Marky, and welcome to yet another meaningful episode here in our YouTube channel. And you know the drill. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And please leave a comment down below if you have any comments, suggestions, or any topics you want us to discuss in our upcoming episodes. Nagre-reply ako. Also, naka-flash sa screen natin yung ating email address. If you have any personal dealings, personal situations that you may be needing our guidance and our spiritual advice, email kayo. Tutulungan namin kayo. And if you would wish to remain anonymous, we will honor and respect that. Ang mahalaga ay may tricycle. Sorry na, medyo maingay. Ang mahalaga matulungan namin kayo. So, kung papansin nyo, medyo iba yung ating setting today, no? Very green, very good. So, we are here in our physical store here in Aranayani. Aranayani is a cafe. It has plants, and it's a wellness, and it has Thai street food na in-offer namin for all of our students, clients, and this is really worth the experience. So if you are also someone who is not yet really able to experience any form of spirituality, divination, Reiki, this is the place to experience that, okay? So enough ng plugging. Okay, so for today's episode, we are going to deal with another meaningful episode because we are talking about a little timely, okay? Kakatapos lang ng Valentine's Day, and we're going to discuss self-love, okay? So, we are also going to teach you easy steps on how to understand and to also finally learn the importance of self-love. So, without further ado, tara na. So, first of all, we will apply all of the learnings and teachings from our 5 Reiki Principles, the 3 Universal Spiritual Laws, understanding our energies through our thoughts, decisions, and actions. So first of all, huwag natin kakalimutan na this is not unique. Okay? So we are all one and the same. We are all one and interconnected. That means my story can be your story and your story can be my story. When we talk about self-love, this is really something that we all get to experience. We may feel that it's a challenge. Baka feeling natin tayo na nakaka-experience, pero hindi totoo yan. Lahat tayo pagdadaanan natin ito. Because of the law of synthesis. It's that spiritual universal law that connects us all and reminds us na lahat tayo kailangan ng pagdaanan yung mga ganitong lessons sa buhay. Also, huwag natin kalimutan i-define muna kasi si self-love. So, how do we define self-love? So, grabe din. So, how do we define self-love? Si self-love, hindi naman ito yung automatic na baka ang iniisip natin, self-love is automatically saying no to the people around us, to the people that we love, we care for, when they need our love or when they need our energy. Sometimes money, sometimes it's actual affection, love, care. But oftentimes, it can be as plain as expectations. Okay? Now, when we define self-love, hindi ito just saying no or saying yes or always agreeing. Self-love is always making sure that when you give your love or when you share your energy and your love to the people around you, no matter how big, no matter how small, we will not feel less. We will not feel na tayo'y nakulangan. We will not feel na tayo ay naubos. Okay? So, how do we understand it deeper? Through our second universal spiritual law, the law of resonance. Why? Because this spiritual universal law talks about the law of karma, the law of attraction, or basically, ang idea ni law of resonance, kung anong energy ang nilabas, yun at yun lang nilang babalik sa atin. So, I would want to correct a statement. You would commonly hear that when you give something, do not expect anything in return. We all know, because of this universal spiritual law, kung anong energy ang nilabas natin, one way or another, babalik din ito sa atin. So, it may not necessarily be the exact same energy that you may have given and shared, pero know that the universe will always know how to find the balance and to give it right back into you. Because, again, it's a universal spiritual law. So, it's like gravity. Okay. Gravity. Yan. Yung tricycle, gravity. Sorry na. Okay. Alright. So, when we have to understand the concept of self-love, and as we may always feel it, and I've been there as well, you know how it is yung parang magbibigay ka. Because of that concept kasi yung when you give something, we do not expect anything in return, and because of that, pag bigay tayo ng bigay, there are often times that we may feel kapag hindi na reciprocate o kaya hindi man lang simpleng na-appreciate or simpleng nag-thank you, we get to feel less, or we tend to feel hurt, o kaya we tend to feel like we're taken for granted. Now, I feel you. I feel you. Now, ang lesson natin for today about self-love is paano natin hindi mararamdaman na tayo ay kulang kung tayo ay nagbigay. And this is not really just about setting boundaries, okay? So this is also about knowing the value of your own energy, of your own self, developing more love, developing more respect towards yourself and others. So, mostly, self-respect, ito yung i-develop natin. So, how do we understand that deeper? So, mapapansin nyo, when we give something, tapos, nandun tayo sa state of mind na, sige, hindi muna natin iisipin yung kapalit, o kaya ang tulong ay tulong. Pero, one way or another, we still expect na ma-appreciate, we still expect that we are able to at least masuklian yung ating ibinigay na pagmamahal or yung ating energy na binigay. Because love is energy, money is also energy, our affection, our care, our attention, these are all forms of energies. So, we have to understand na when we do that, ang papansinin mo sa sarili mo, pag nagbigay ka, ang feeling natin nababawasan tayo. Well, ang totoo niyan, look at it this way. So kung halimbawa, meron tayong 100% sa ating katawan in our energies or what we have in our blessings, it's considered 100% full, puno. When we share a part of it, nababawasan. And kapag may tricycle, kapag nababawasan, we always tend to feel less because nag-share tayo ng isang bagay na parte natin, our energy, our blessings. So, pag hindi ito bumalik in any form or in any form of appreciation or in the exact same energy na binigay natin, we feel disappointed. So, one thing is for sure, in this lesson, we will have to understand the value of first being full. So, you should remember na kahit na may mga external factors that would affect our energy, or merong mga opportunities, people around us, our friends and family, our loved ones, and sometimes even strangers, if they give and share their energy for us, that's the time that we add, o kaya that's the time that we become full. Pero, that's externally. Remember, we also have the capacity to make ourselves feel full, o kaya punuan kung ano ang naibigay o na-share natin sa ibang mga tao o sa mga mahal natin sa buhay. So this is how we're gonna do it. Ang self-love is not necessarily just saying no, not necessarily just saying boundaries. Kapag nagbigay ka para hindi mo maramdaman na ikaw ay nakulangan, nabawasan, naubos, find a way to give that love back to yourself in doing things that you also love. So it's not necessarily monetary. So it's not necessarily the exact same energy that you can that you have given. Although pwede yun, pero it can be as easy as doing the things that you love, doing the things that you appreciate, or doing the things that you know resonates love. It can be doing your favorite hobby. It can be shopping. It can be spending time with your friends and loved ones. It can be alone time. It can be meditation time. It can be a time for you to reflect on your lessons. Basically, do anything and everything that you love. Every single time na mag-share ka sa ibang tao, give your own self your fair share of that love as well. So kapag nabawas, punuan mo yung sarili mo para hindi mo na-feel na ikaw ay nababawasan, na ikaw ay kulang. And then do this regularly, like a habit, so that tandaan mo, parang equal sharing, kumbaga. Magbibigay ka ng love sa iba, marunong ka rin magbigay ng love para sa sarili mo. And remember, as we do this, as we continuously focus on pagpupuno sa sarili natin, fulfilling this love to ourselves, no matter how big, no matter how small, no matter how often, basta alam natin kung paano ibalik the things that we love sa ating sarili. And imagine mo, kapag yung mga tao na pinag-sharean mo ng energy, ng love, ng affection, or possibly money, pag binalik nila ito, edi punong-puno ka na. Edi all the more, mas marami kang opportunity to keep sharing your blessings, your love, your affection, your attention, and even your own blessings, your own money. And imagine, kahit nabigay ka ng bigay, babalik at babalik ito. Why? Because ikaw, marunong kang magpuno. Kung anong nilabas mo, ikaw mismo ang nagpupuno. Hindi mo kailangan ng external factors para punuin ito. Ikaw mismo ang gumagawa nito para sa iyong sarili. Ikaw mismo ang nagpupuno. Ikaw mismo ang pumupunan sa kung anong pakiramdam mo ay nawala sa iyo. After all, if you complete this, made this a habit, eventually, you will realize, hindi ka pala nabawasan. Hindi ka pala kulang. Hindi ka pala ubos. That you too may tricycle. You too, kaya mo palang punan kung ano man ang sa tingin mo ay pagkukulang ng iba. Darating at darating yung time na iisipin mo na lang na kaya ko pala mag-isa, kahit na meron akong mga taong nagmamahal sa akin, kaya kong ibigay sa sarili ko ang pagmamahal na yun. Kaya kong punan. At kaya kong maging masaya with or without the help of anyone. Just by focusing on doing and giving yourself the things that you love the most. And through this, you will see that every single time that every single time that you realize that you've been doing this, yung feeling na ikaw ay naghahanap ng ibang pangangailangan o pagmamahal ng iba, mababawasan because ikaw, alam mo kung paano mo punuan. Also, kung ipapasok natin ang third universal spiritual law, kasi kung titingnan natin, every single time that we always tell ourselves na, nako, wala ako nagbigay pero ako yung nawalan, it always feels very tiring, very painful because it's going against the flow. Tandaan mo, kapag ikaw ay nagbigay, ikaw ang naging vessel ng blessings ni God. And when we feel na kahit nagbigay tayo wholeheartedly, or sometimes kailangan na talaga natin magbigay, it may not necessarily be wholeheartedly, and then we feel bad, it feels mas masakit, mas painful, and the expectations are really big. And it always feels it's going against the flow. Versus when you surrender to the flow, when you allow yourself to give yourself all the love that you need, all the love that you can provide for yourself, mas magaan sa buhay. And imagine, kapag bumuhos na uli yung love ng mga tao na pinagbigyan mo, ng pagmamahal mo, di ang dami-dami ng opportunity to keep sharing. And because of that, how do we also strengthen yung ating paniniwala that this is something that we can do? Through our 5 Reiki Principles. Just for today, I will trust. Just for today, pagkatiwalaan mo na kung anong binigay mo, siya ring babalik sa iyo. Kung ano man ang pagmamahal na binigay mo, ay babalik at babalik sa iyo. At hindi ito titigil. You are going to create this strong flow of abundance and prosperity in your life. Also, just for today, I shall work honestly. I shall work honestly and be honest with myself. There will be times na I can give willingly, freely, and if there are times kung hindi talaga kaya, honor yourself. Kasi alam natin na yes, hindi tayo madamot, yes, hindi tayo mapagbigay, pero also, kailangan din natin paalalahanin yung sarili natin realistically kung anong meron tayo para in the end, hindi tayo mahihirapan din to fulfill our own priorities and responsibilities sa ating sarili. And also, remember that this is an opportunity for you to accept all blessings. When you share, that's a blessing because it's a reminder that you are very blessed. You have the capacity to share. And hindi naman ibig sabihin na wala tayong i-share, hindi na tayo blessed. It's something to look forward to. And by trusting, you would know that the people around you, pag dumating naman yung time na ikaw naman nangangailangan, the blessings will always be there as well. Pagkatiwalaan natin ito. And also, every single time kasi na binibigay natin yung self-love sa sarili natin, and we are willingly sharing our love, giving our own self that love na binigay din natin sa iba, isusukli din natin sa sarili natin, it feels more peaceful. Sa totoo lang, it feels more peaceful that you are all, able to provide all of the love that you are needing and wanting na ikaw lang mismo ang nagbibigay sa sarili mo. And kapag dumami pa yung love na binibigay, which will eventually happen, edi that resonates more peace of mind, more happiness and trust. And you know what? This will definitely develop more respect, more than anything else, more respect sa sarili. Because you will not just respect your boundaries or your limitations, you will respect the opportunity that you are someone who is capable of not just giving, not just receiving, but loving and being loved in return. You are someone who gives that on your own, to your own self, and that by itself, nakakataas ito ng respeto sa sarili. Because you are someone who is self-sufficient, you are full. You were never less, hindi ka nagkulang, hindi ka ubos. At ang totoo niyan, tayo ay maraming biyaya galing sa ating Diyos, galing sa Panginoon. Kailangan lang natin buksan ang ating mga mata at isipan and yung puso natin to really recognize that these are all blessings. And that is our lesson for today. Lesson? Nag-school ba ito? Okay. So, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up because this motivates us a lot, honestly. Kapag nakikita namin that you are commenting, you are liking our videos, sharing our videos, nakakakilig. This really inspires us to keep creating more meaningful videos. And this is to also assure you that this YouTube channel is dedicated to always be a very balanced, a source of happiness, a source of good energy, good comedy, syempre. At saka, this is really something na alam kong makakatulong sa inyo. So, if you resonate well with our videos and our lessons, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And syempre, huwag natin kakalimutan ang lagi kong sinasabi. This is Marky Mendoza again saying to keep trusting the process. My name is Marky Mendoza again. Maskaram.